Hi, this is Kerry Kirkham, and this is Sipping with a Wine Fox. And against my better judgment yesterday, I opened up a wine before its time. And it's been sitting in my decanter for an entire day. I was hoping air would soften the tannins over the course of a day, and it is still tight as a tick. And by tight as a tick and tannic, I mean it tastes like over-extracted black tea, chalky, mouth-drying. It makes you want to go, a little bit of graphite. So I want to inject air into the wine and hyper-age it. So there's a term called hyperdecanting, and it was coined and invented by Nathan Myhrvold. He's the former chief technology officer for Microsoft and also the principal author of Modernist Cuisine and Modernist Bread. He holds a Master of Science and a PhD. The guy's a genius. He knows what he's doing. So I'm going to give this a try because this wine I really want to salvage. It's a 100-point wine. It scored 100 points with Robert Parker, James Suckling, the wonderful Wilfred Wong, and Decanter. So I really want to try to save the wine. So the wine that I'm talking about today is Dominus. It is a 2013, is the 30th anniversary bottling, and it is 89% Cabernet Sauvignon, 7% Petit Verdot, and 4% Cabernet Franc. The winemaker's name is Christian Moyeix, and so this is a Bordeaux-style red wine, very, very Napa, muscular, masculine. It is Dominus. Dominus is like the head of the household, the master, and it really is. I get that sense that that's what it does in your mouth. It just is very muscular and masculine. So the portrait on the front of the bottle, it is of Christian Moyeix, and the artist is William Kentridge. He's a South African artist. So it's kind of an interesting little tidbit. So only 3,500 cases of this wine were made. A lot of the critics say it can age between 30 and 40 years. So against my better judgment, I opened it and I regret it and I need to do something with it. So we're going to hyper decant it. So let's get some air into this wine. So this is my little decanter. So Nathan Myhrvold suggests that you set your blender to the highest setting and have it run for 30 to 60 seconds on the highest setting. Normally I don't edit my little videos, but I don't want you to have to sit there for 60 seconds while I run this wine, so I'll just show you the beginning and the very end. So I'm gonna get this started. So here we go.
50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right. So as you can see, it kind of looks like a wine smoothie. It's really frothy, but Nathan said that the bubbles go away pretty quickly. And you know what? They are going away pretty quickly. So I'm gonna try this. Ooh, the wine is warm. That's not good. The wine warmed up. That's not good. Maybe you're not supposed to have such a powerful blender. This is a Vitamix. It just doesn't feel like proper cellar temperature, but let's give it a try. I'm trying it in two different glasses. One is a proper Bordeaux style glass, and one is my everyday stemless glass that came free with a bottle of Cointreau, which I love. Okay, so let's give this a try. It doesn't feel like proper cellar temperature. That's the only thing that bothers me. It is much more approachable, though, I will say that. it is much more approachable. So now what I'm trying to figure out is, does it make a difference? Does stemware make a difference? Honestly, I prefer my everyday glass. I really like this simple stemless glass. I do get more aroma out of this, and it does present better. But I still prefer this. Okay, so now it is not proper cellar temperature. What are we gonna do about that? This is what I do. I do this a lot in restaurants because a lot of times you get a red wine in a restaurant, a casual restaurant, it's almost never the right temperature. So I'm gonna go into my freezer and I'm gonna put ice in it. You know your crazy aunt who used to put ice in her wine? Well, she was onto something. Some people are probably going, oh my God, I can't believe you just did that. Well, I just did that and it's my choice. Everybody has their own style, their own theory, their own ways of doing things, and this is my way of doing things. I like my wine a good cellar temperature. So in retrospect, I don't recommend putting it in a Vitamix for 60 seconds because it did warm it up to a point where it is nowhere near close to cellar temperature. And so now I have ice in here, and it is going to water down the wine a little bit. But you know what? At this point, if it makes it more drinkable and more enjoyable, well then fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, now it's close to, pretty close to cellar temperature. I'm going to pull that ice out of there. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That's really good, but this experiment wasn't without its trouble. And I don't do second takes, and I don't take things back. You see things as they happen, and this is exactly how it happened. And so that, with that, I say, get out and experiment. Find your own ways of enjoying wine. And to that I say cheers.